Well, we're here in North Carolina and in the March for Life. This is the NC Right to Life table that we have here, and we have a couple of questions that we would like to ask everybody in North Carolina. Why are we pro-life? Why are you pro-life?
Well, I am pro-life because I really believe that every life matters, no matter what stage they're at in life, from conception all the way to natural death. And we just have to show up for the people that can't show up for themselves.
That is right. How about you? Why are you pro-life?
I'm pro-life because the gift of life, of being able to create life with another human, is from God, and that's something that we need to protect, because while the babies are in the womb, there's nobody talking for them except their mother or maybe others surrounding them, but they don't have their own voice. So we are outside, backing our buddies in the womb to help them be the person that God intended them to be.
My name is Josh.
Okay, and you work with Students for Life?
Yeah, I'm with Students for Life of America. Based in Fredericksburg, but it's a national organization. We have chapters all around the U.S. of students who are pro-life.
Yeah, so follow Students for Life on Instagram and all their accounts too, because I've seen them. Yes. All right, so why are you pro-life?
I'm pro-life because women deserve better than abortion, and a baby is the life starts at conception, and we need to protect life at all stages of development.
Why are you pro-life?
Because I've watched the abortion procedures on abortionprocedures.com, and it is never right to rip their arms or rip their legs at any stage, no matter what.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people have not seen these videos, so that's why maybe we become unaware, or we just don't know how it happens, and I think that's very, very sad. No? Why are you pro-life?
I'm pro-life because life begins at conception, and those babies that are being aborted just because of inconvenience, that's wrong in my opinion, and they should be protected.
You know, a lot of people would say that men should not have an opinion. Why is that wrong? Why do we have an opinion?
We have an opinion because it takes two to create a baby. So I would also, and men deserve a right to also speak on that topic as well.
Yeah, hi, so I'm Chelsea. I'm one of the co-founders and president of a group called Pro-Life Social. And our mission is to encourage young adults to get involved in the pro-life movement by helping them form communities and like-minded people that are passionate about life and passionate about protecting life, starting at conception.
Okay. So that leads up to the question that I had. I know there's a lot of controversy about this question. When does life begin?
Yeah, I think, the science is very clear. Life begins at conception. When a baby is formed, at the moment of conception, it has all the characteristics of a living being. And if its parents are human, we know that human life starts at conception then.
Life begins at conception. The science shows it. Our faith has always professed that, and people know it in the bottom of their hearts, because
it's fact.
It's fact, because when there's the sperm meets the ovum, and there's a combination, that's a new set of chromosomal. It's a whole chromosome, separate chromosomes than anyone else in the world.
Yeah.
And it's got separate DNA. So, what kind of DNA is it? It's human DNA.
Yeah.
It's not a dog's DNA. It's not a cat's DNA. It's a human life.
And it comes from you. It's coming from you, from the mother, from the father. When does life start?
At conception, when the egg and sperm meet, that is when it becomes alive.
Is that biological fact?
Absolutely, 100%.
And why is it important to protect babies and humans in all aspects of life?
Well, I believe that every life is created in the image of God, and we need that's sanctified, and we need to protect every life, every human on this planet, just out of respect for one another, out of dignity for one another.
And it's really important that all human life is protected, because if we start putting circumstances on whether or not you're worthy of your life being protected, we get in a really dangerous area. And so it's very important that we're consistent, and that if you're a human, you deserve the right to life.
Our founding fathers said we were given by God certain inalienable rights. And the first one's the right to life, because without the right to life,
You can't have any other
you
ones.
can't have any other life. So yeah, I would say that. I mean, those are primarily that, and and also echo what the speaker said. Those babies in the womb don't have a voice. Unfortunately, we've had a generation, mine included, that were brought up with the under the lie that you have some sort of right to an abortion.
Or that family is kind of like a big family is degrading or,
Yes.
or very difficult. Or
It's funny to just say that, and I don't like to speak disparagingly about people, but the last March for Life that I was here, there was a family, and she had 4 or 5 children. One she was pushing in, and somebody, a protester on the other side, said, "Oh my gosh, look at those many kids you got. Why can't you're so
Irresponsible.
ignorant. Yeah, irresponsible. And I say to myself, if that woman really believed in choice, why is she so disparaging towards this woman who made her own choice? But just the fact that you can make the choice as long as it's a choice for abortion. If you make a choice for life, there's somehow something wrong with you.
Yeah. Okay, so why do we protect these babies? Why is it important for us to come out here and march for the protection of these babies from conception?
Because it's life. We should be celebrating life, and there's kind of this culture now that's kind of, promoting things like euthanasia, and obviously abortion's another thing as well. But we need to go back to the basics and have this focus on love, and mostly the love for life as well. That's something that we need to make our main goal.
Why is it important for people in wherever they are in their state or wherever they are in their community to come out to these events? Why is it important to be here and make presence?
I think it's really important to show up because actions do speak louder than words, and it shows that you have a community around you that believes the same thing that you do.
Okay, how about you?
Yeah, so kind of along those same lines, it's really hopeful for us who it can feel very tough being like the positive pro-life point of view, that maybe we are more alone, but coming out here we can see all these people that we haven't met before, have no connection except that we are pro-life, and that's really comforting. But also in the back of my mind, I know we have people who oppose our views. They will see us and know that we are here. We care enough to be out here to show them that we're out here too.
Yeah.
It's just really important for pro-lifers to gather together and show each other that we are not alone in this fight against abortion, just to stand with one another in encouragement and to show the world that pro-lifers stand together. We stand for what is right. We stand for the morals that we believe in, and that is ultimately the science that says that life begins at conception, that babies are valuable and that they need to be protected. So we need to gather together and we need to fight against abortion as one collective unit and just show the world that abortion is murder.
I think it's so important to show that all different ages and generations, this is an important issue, especially our young adults. Abortion is really impacting them. They are a lot of times the ones that face unplanned pregnancies. And so it's really important to show that we care about this issue and that also we're going to be here to support them when they face an unplanned pregnancy.
Why is it important for people to come out to these events here in North Carolina?
Because you want to make sure that everybody knows these abortion procedures and what really does happen in an abortion, because most people just don't know, and that's what I've found.
To show support for the community, that we're here and we're supporting for those who maybe have had an abortion in the past and are maybe repentant of what they've done beforehand. So we're just here for support and to show them that we mean love.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
No, that's good, because I think the more people we see and the more community we see, it makes an impact. It's like, whoa, all these people showed up. I thought nobody was going to show up, So,
yeah, exactly. It's like it feels empowering to see so many people here, and especially because I'm a Catholic too, and just people from different dioceses, different churches being here. Because one of the things as Catholics that we know is in Jeremiah.
Jeremiah 1:5.
Yeah.
Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you.
There you go. That's it. So that's one of the things I always keep in mind, and I think Psalm 139 also alludes to that as well. So that to me is like something as Catholics we should always be pro-life.
Or anything that you want to say to those who are not pro-life?
Well, if you're not pro-life, I get it, because I used to not be pro-life in all cases. I was pro-life with exceptions, but after watching the abortion procedures on abortionprocedures.com, it really did change my mind. So definitely look those up, because it does change your mind a lot, and just to know what actually does happen.
There is no society in the history of this world that has ever survived when it's killed its own.
Yeah.
Incas, Mayas, Romans, Greeks, their societies are all gone. And unfortunately, we're kind of headed in that road.
Yeah, we're killing our future.
We're killing our future. You're right.
I think my biggest thing that I would just suggest for them is to just really kind of look into the truth of when does human life begin, and just really look deeply. And I think, the more you open up your eyes to truth, you will come to find that we have to protect life in all forms, and that includes from conception.
Okay. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
What would you say to somebody, let's say friends of yours that are not pro-life?
I would encourage that they do their own research on their own because today when they were talking about the Guardian article, right? Because a lot of the stuff that's being pumped out onto us, we don't just have to consume it. We can think for ourselves. We have open source information that we can look into and think for ourselves and come to this conclusion that yes, life begins at conception. And I would say that it's important to have an open mind, and when we dialogue and have these type of discussions moving forward, instead of just holding to one's own worldview. And that's the same for myself and everyone else as well, I would say, but in general. But one thing I would encourage is to just look at the facts.
And do research, yeah.
Yeah, and just do research.
Do the research for yourself. Don't take our word for everything that we say. Do the research scientifically. Look at the articles and all the scientific research on embryology that is happening, showing that life does begin at conception. And talk to us. We are so open to just having civil conversations about abortion, and just sharing our views, hearing yours, and just changing minds to become pro-life. So don't be afraid to just come talk to us, because we are open. We're an open book, and we're just trying to change lives for the better so that we can all unite over this one amazing purpose and mission that we have going on.
Okay. And where can people find y'all at?
You can find us at studentsforlife.org. That's our website.
Okay.
As you can see, our banner behind here, it says we are the pro-life generation, and that is because we all unite under the pro-life mission and ending abortion.
Yeah. So thank you for that.